We just launched a new product and I'm going to show you how to put them on. These are the Botched lips prosthetics. They're so popular. This is me wearing these ones. We have a small, medium, large and extra large. This is the extra large set. I'm going to give you some tips on how to put these on. So starting out, I would never normally suggest this. However, because of the awkward placement of where these lips are going to go, I like to cut away most of the inside layer of the cap plastic. Usually this wouldn't happen. However, because these are going on the lips, I found that this is the most easiest way to apply them, is to just take away this middle section. Then the next thing you want to do is remove any makeup or any lotions, anything you might have on the skin. This will keep the lips on much, much longer. Next, you want to put on a layer of Prosthetic. Prosthetic is a contact adhesive, which means you want to put a layer on the prosthetic and a layer on your lips. Let both of them dry, and then when you place them together, that's when the glue will attach. So you need to make sure you're very careful. The next is the placement. Again, take your time with this, because once that glue attaches, it's very difficult to remove the prosthetic and move in any way. So find your placement, start in the middle and work your way outwards when you're pressing down, and then push down and get a nice clean edge all around the sides. You also might find that you have to go back in with a cotton bud and just add some more adhesive to maybe some areas that you've missed, or maybe some areas around the outside that need a little bit more adhesion. And you want to go just right up to the edge of the prosthetic, as close as you can go. The next thing you're going to want to do is blend away the edges. Now these are acetone-based cap plastic edges, which means they blend with acetone. So you want to get a cotton bud with some acetone on it, and then you just want to blend away the edge, working nice and slowly into the skin, as close to the lips as you can go, just to make sure that that edge disappears and the lip is released from its edge material. Now, if you want your prosthetic to stay on as long as possible, you're going to want to seal that edge and give it every chance. So what I like to do is get some Prosthetic, the adhesive you've just used, on a cotton bud, and just dab it and run it over the edges. This is going to help seal any edges. It's also going to make it easier to paint, because if there is any lines there, the Prosthetic will help to sort of blur those lines. So seal the edge around the bottom, and then you're literally going to do the exact same thing with the top lip. So you're going to pop it on, pop the adhesive on, wait for them to dry, and then blend away those edges with acetone, and then pop another layer of adhesive around the top, as you can see I'm just doing there, just to help seal that edge down. Now, Prosthetic is a tacky glue, which means that even when it's dry, it's still tacky. So you're not going to be able to paint over the top of it. The only way you can do that is to powder this. So you want to get some loose translucent powder, or even baby powder in a pinch. And you just want to dab it all around the edge and take away any tack that's left on that glue, so we can paint over the top. So now we just need to reapply any of the foundation or colouring around the lips that we took off previously. As you can see, I'm literally just colour matching my chin above that powdered area, just so that it all ties in with the rest of the face colour. And basically you just want to get to the point where you're ready to add the final lip colour. All the edges are sealed and everything is colour matched around. I like to add lipstick colour on with a brush. I find you have a lot more control doing it this way. You can add a liner as well. I didn't feel like I needed to with this look, but definitely applying with a brush is much easier. This is not the same as painting onto real lips. So the brush gives you more control. Take your time with it, build up the colour, get creative with it, and just have fun with it. These are such fun pieces, and you can really go wild with some different colours and different looks. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, please do drop me a DM, and I'll see you on the next one.